Hello everybody, in today's video I'm going to show you how to build this little piece for your camera tripod. I always find these at Goodwill and they always seem to be missing that little piece. So with the dollar fix you can have a great tripod for little money. Let's get started. Let's start with this camera stand I got from the dollar store, and we only really need the tip of it, and that's where the camera screws into. So using a hacksaw or a samurai sword, go ahead and cut this off, and it's only plastic so it's not metal, so it's actually going to cut really quick. So now I have a piece of plywood, and that is a 3/8 inches thick, and I have a couple measurements on there. I have 1 3/8 and also have 1 5/8. Now I'm going to actually cut that out later. First I need to drill a hole in the center, and the drill bit that I'll be using is a 13 64. And I also have a 2x4 underneath, and I have a couple reasons for that. The first and most obvious, I don't want to drill a hole in my floor. It's always a good thing. And the second is, with the piece of wood underneath, it'll prevent the top piece from getting tore up when the drill bit goes through it. Alright, so I found 2 screws and I'll be placing them there and there. And the reason why I want to use screws and not like an epoxy, I want the option of being able to remove this in case it breaks or something by accident. And it'd be way harder to do that if there was an epoxy there. So my piece is now ready to be cut out. I'm just going to cut along the lines there, and after it's cut out I'm just going to hit it with some flat black paint. Alright, now it's all painted. It's time to drill the holes into the plastic, so I'm just going to use the piece as a reference and just make a slight indentation in the plastic. I don't need to go all the way through because I don't want to damage the wood. So I'm just going to remove the piece there and drill out my 2 holes. So I've secured the piece down with 2 screws, and I mixed up some Gorilla Glue epoxy, and that's what I'm going to attach the piece that screws into the bottom of the camera with. And the reason why I'm using epoxy instead of like a hot glue, I noticed on real hot summer days that the hot glue seems to loosen up a little bit, and I really don't want the camera to hit the ground, so epoxy really works the best for me. Now the Gorilla Glue is nice and set, and the last thing to do is attach the ring that came with the piece. You're going to screw that down clockwise all the way down to the base, and that's going to give your camera good support. Now when you see this at a garage sale or Goodwill, that sort of thing, and it's missing that piece, now you know you can make that for about $1. Thanks for watching as always. Take care and God bless.